Hello. 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 Gonna be playing some more Raft. And the audio sounds good, so I'm gonna go ahead and mute YouTube there so I'm not hearing myself. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. Game was acting like it was gonna crash there for a second. Hopefully it doesn't. My computer does sound like it's blasting off right now though, so who knows. All right. I thought I ended this at an island, but apparently not. Okay. What was I doing? I can't spend this much time in between playing. Let's see. So I've got lots of potatoes, lots of beets. Got other assorted food. I got a cat eating plastic. Love that. Thank you, cat. Okay. Okay. So I need a little bit of Wawa. And hello, barrel. I'm still at the point where I don't have... I'm so bad at this. Okay, goodbye, barrel. I haven't played Raft for like a couple weeks, and I have been playing other games, so I'm trying to remember the controls. Oh, look at the jellyfish. I got distracted by the jellyfish and missed the wood. R.I.P. Plank, I guess. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some fish a-cooking. And I accidentally filled this full of seawater. Do I have an anchor? Can I make an anchor? Yes. Okay. Cool. We will make an anchor and we will park here. There. Nope. There we go. Now we're good. Thank you, Bruce. Big preach. So if anyone happens to join and is saying anything in the chat, this is a game where, like, I unfortunately got to pay a lot of attention to what's happening. So I won't notice that you've said anything for a little bit. I could check right now, though. Let's see. The plastic. Yeah, she sure does. All of our cats love eating plastic, and I don't understand it. It's like, you know it's bad for you. Hi, EU. How are you? Do I have a bow and arrow? I don't even have a recipe for bow and arrow yet. Man. Can I make an axe? No. Of course not, no. I'm doing pretty good. Trying to remember what I was doing in Raft. It hasn't been that long, but I'm pretty forgetful about this stuff. Haven't done much in Raft so far, so that was pretty easy to pick back up on. And it's very difficult, in my opinion, to get like started out on single player. So, struggling through it here. I had to learn how to fight Bruce and the other things that you have to fight in this game pretty quickly because my husband used to be the one who would fight them when we played together. And he is not nearly as obsessed with Raft as I am. There we go. Okay. Well, see if I can fight Bruce. I don't know how far away he is from dying, so this might go poorly for me, but let's find out. Hey, man. Okay, let's go back to the raft before we die. That did not go well for me. I'm way better at timing the bow than I am at the spear. Sir. Did I invite you here? I don't think so. And need more planks to save that corner there. Yeah, there's a lot to keep track of in this game. So like you got to keep track of that you're cooking or like, I mean, you can eat like raw beets and potatoes, but it just doesn't give you a whole lot of health if you do that. It's a lot better if they're cooked. You can catch fish. You can grow more vegetables and stuff, but it's just like, it's a lot to maintain for one person, especially while you're having to go in and like fight Bruce. It's fun though. Like I wouldn't be playing if I wasn't having fun. Alright, I've healed up a little bit. I'll try again. Hey man. Ah, damn you. If you hit him at just the right moment, even though he's coming right at you, like that. So that time that didn't hurt me, it just hurt Bruce. And he'll keep like coming past you, he just won't hurt you at all. It's just really hard to do that for me with the spear. It's a lot easier with the bow. Ah! Oh, let's not die. Let's not die. Whee! Okay. So I got him a little bit more. Did I forget to fill these up? Alright, just this one. Okay. Hoping he'll attack the raft again soon. Because that's just free hits, basically. Just waiting for the health to tick back up. You can, later on you can get items to heal. I just don't have any of the stuff for that yet. That comes quite a bit later. Yeah, Bruce is the shark. I think it's the pretty official name for the shark in this game because there's the first place that we'll actually wind up going to. That's like a story island. They have him named as Bruce on the wall. And he, in case you've never like played this game or seen gameplay of it, this shark is almost ever present danger. He hovers specifically around the raft itself. So like if I were to go to the other side of the island and jump into the water, he may not notice me over there. And he does, like, you can kill him and he'll stay out of spawn for a while, but he'll spawn back in eventually. A neat trick for him that my husband found out from his various times fighting Bruce is if you leave his corpse in the water, except for, like, you could take the shark meat, but, like, the last thing that you grab off of his corpse for, like, the resource stuff is his head. If you leave his corpse in the water, at least the head there, then it takes longer for him to spawn back in, usually. Which gives a little bit more time to hunt stuff down below. Alright, I think my health has ticked back up enough to try again. I just need to see him. There he is. Okay. That's a good distance. Hey, man. Oh! Rude. I don't know what just happened there. Come here. You have to hit him like what I feel like is almost absurdly early to get that hit where he won't actually hurt you at all. Gotta breathe. And back down. Eat. I'm gonna run out of spear soon. Yay! Okay, so that's everything but his head. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and pick up the items that are around here because I really want to try to make another spear soon, an axe, because then I can get all the wood that's on the island, and if I need to make more hooks, I should be able to. Hey! Sir. Unauthorized. There's a lot way out in the distance. I'm not really committed to going way out there to get that stuff because that'll take too long. Okay, I think that's enough to make. I need stone. That I can get stone. I can absolutely get stone. This might be the first time I've gone underwater and harvested, because I honestly don't remember if I got to that in this game. The last time I streamed. If it is, you can harvest a bunch of things underwater. What we've harvested so far is stone, scrap metal, that was clay. I think this is sand. Yeah, sand. You just got to make sure you watch to make sure your oxygen doesn't get too depleted. They're all useful. I always find I have the hardest time with scrap, like having that in my inventory. So I try to go after that usually pretty hard throughout. Otherwise, I'm just going to be hurting for it constantly. And that's gone. Do I have enough to make another one? Yes. Okay. Let me go ahead and do... And you may have noticed that there's some boxes that are floating up. That means my inventory is full. I'm not going to worry about that because it's a lot easier to just go and grab things even if Bruce is out and about than to stop, try to worry about the inventory on the boat and then get back to it because then I waste time while Bruce is dead to be able to go down and harvest stuff. And that takes longer, so we're not going to worry about that right now. The packages usually will eventually float to the surface. If they don't, then that's just how it goes. Game. Woo, there we go. My game froze for a second. Oh, I'm so hungry. Let's see. Alrighty. That's probably pretty gross to watch. I don't know if you got that or not, the skittering on the surface. I don't know why I always do that. And here's copper ore, which is useful for some recipes. I honestly find that a lot more of them tend to spawn than what's needed, but we're going to save absolutely everything that we get right now because everything is super important. And then later on, if we get too much of it, we can always use it for other things. Just not like crafting recipes is what I mean. Like for, I can't remember if it's the trash compactor or if it is, yeah, it's got to be the trash compactor. You could put it in there later on, and when you make trash cubes, you can sell them or trade them at the trading posts. Those are very important because you can get a lot of really cool stuff at the trading posts. Okay. Hey. Unauthorized. Thank you. Goodbye. Yeah. If you're not under the water, it for some reason doesn't recognize you as being able to harvest stuff, so you've got to wait until the... Yeah, like right now, it's like, oh, you're throwing the hook? No. Please, give me the scrap. Ugh. Please, my son. He's dying. There we go. Did that turn it into a box? Of course it did. Okay. What else? These are giant clams. They're not really useful for a whole lot, honestly. We are going to grab that. It's just that one you don't have to hook. You could just go up and grab it with E, so I'm just not going to worry about it right now. Until I do worry about it, and then I'll worry. I should have gone up for air. That's what happens if you run out of air. You just start, dying as you would in real life. I like that the majority of the packages are floating up all nicely for me. That doesn't always happen. To the surface. Oh, and one of the other things I just got a second ago was metal ore. And that's used for a lot of stuff. You can never have too much metal ore. And the hook's gone. And we don't have enough stuff to make another one at the moment. So we're going to do the... Oh, excuse me. We're going to do this. Ugh. Is it shark gone? Shark's gone. Okay. I should have just done away with this guy. I hate these things so much. It's like you could just say, hey, you learned. You don't have to give me a decorative package. Okay. Okay, into the water. Ah! Hey, man. Missed you. Alright, so he's back, so we're gonna go harvest on the island real quick. Then we're gonna go claim the stuff that floated up, which a lot of it's over there, which is nice. Let's see. Was it just the one? No, I picked up a red flower. Okay. I'm just going to not worry about the yellow ones right now because I don't have the inventory space for it. Or the white ones. And that's fine. We don't need flowers for a long time. Okay. Ooh, ooh. There we go. Okay. Let's see if Bruce will be kind and leave me alone. Oh, fudge. Okay. Let's see. Eat mango. Eat mango. There we go. All right. Probably should go pick up that clam. Oh, geez. Hi, Bruce. Your radius is far today. Hello, Bruce. Goodbye, Bruce. I guess it's not really that far. I am right by the raft. Okay, let's see. Cooked beets. Eat beet. Hello, cat. You sure are a cat. Bruce, what tonsils you have. That did not work out nearly as efficiently as I hoped it would, with the whole floating up to the top of the surface. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. Where's the clam? Where's the clam, Lebowski? Mm-hmm. Sorry if you heard that. My cat just yeeted herself. I have no idea where that clam went. Everything's fine though. Everything's totally fine. It's a computer monitor that is trying to leave this mortal coil, but that's fine. Oh. What is this? Bolt. Let's see. Is there anything else I can eat? I don't want to eat raw shark meat as to... Ah! Never mind. I'm done pondering this. Hee hee. Okay, I'm giving up on the clam. I'm going to... We're going to do this. Hey now. Thank you. We're going to do this. We're going to throw stuff in the inventory. Okay, bye. Oh, that was where the anchor was. Thanks, Bruce. Thank you. Big preach. We're going to try to go over there. I don't know where the wind's going the opposite direction. Well, that's good. That's good. But I want to get the boats. This computer monitor is fighting for its life. She almost knocked it off the desk, but it's like propped up against the desk and the wall now. Okay, cool. Now we're just going to continue to let the wind take us. Not directly into the island. No, not that. Never that. Okay, cool. And there we go. Okay. Oh. Okay, I've got a second. I'm gonna take a look at chat. Bruce is a muffin, huh? Let's repair this. Okay, cool. And I'm also going to make a little bit more. That's really all I need for right now. I don't need much. And since I'm not playing with anyone else, I'm still not going to make a bed. More bolts. Have I researched bolt? Let's find out. Yup. What haven't I researched? I should have gotten the clam. Oh well. Oh, I haven't researched bolt. Did I get... I thought I had a bolt. Or hinge. Hinge is what I meant, not bolt. I'm sorry. Hinge. I still don't have a hook. There we go. Those are great. Those are abandoned rafts. I'm not going to go for that right now, though, because... Actually, no, I can. Like, I was like, I don't want to have to row to it. It's like, we're going basically right for it, though. Be silly not to. Ah, yes. Alright, spear. Good. Cool. Don't tell me I lost anything. Okay, good. I was like, if I lost something because of decorative package, I would have been so mad. Thank you for the painting, I suppose. Okay. This wall. Decorative package. No, sir. Okay. Up here. And we're gonna make this. That is a wet brick. It's gonna take a very long time to get enough stuff to be able to do really much with it, but it's pretty important to progressing. And since that's the only one I can make, let's see. Put that all in here. Fish. Let's cook some brew steaks. Why is it acting like I'm too far away? There we go. No, the barrel. Okay. There we go. Ooh, I also got this. I just realized that. Okay. Yeah, want to run that by me again? Langue researched. What about, that has to be, that's researched. Okay, good. I figured, but you never know when you haven't played Raft for a long time. Let's see. Dry, damn you. Is that a... It looks weird. That island looks weird. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like, that's a very flat island. Sus. Oh, that got actually really close. Damn it. That's what I'm more expecting, is tall island. That is a very flat island. That's sus. Sure. Hmm. Eek. Okay, it's not nearly as sus as I thought it was from a distance. Um, some of the islands that are like mostly flatter, they do have like some higher points, but I kind of assumed if there were higher points, they were just they hadn't spawned in yet. Um, have enemy creatures on them, and I thought that it was a little early for that, but who am I to think such things, really? Wawa. I'm not super interested in stopping right now because I need to replenish my stuffs. I probably have enough stuff to make an anchor though, if I need to. Yeah, I'm kind of low on things for this. Okay, we got dry brick. And we're going to take it over here because I'm pretty sure it said I hadn't researched it yet. Yep, we're going to research it. Okay. So, what else? Oh, is it not actually needed to know the recipe for that? Oh, it just wasn't showing that. Okay. We got new things to learn. Yay, bow and arrow is one of them. The other one, which is the thing that's pretty important, is a smelter. You'll notice it takes 6 dry brick, and I was only able to make 1 so far. And that gets used up during the research, so we cannot make it right now. But we will be making it as soon as we can. No? Me. Okay. The chests are going to be random and are going to give me the ick for a while, but we're going to press through. Well, I think there was copper actually in it. Nope, there wasn't. That's okay. Yeah. Give a little hop at the end of the throw to give a little bit more distance. Okay. I'm not good at the hooking part. This was another thing that Bo, my husband, primarily did when we played together. I was like I'm going to cook, I'm going to plant things, I'm going to make sure everything has enough water, I'm going to make sure things are getting built. I was definitely not the fighting and resource gathering. Well, at least this part of the hooking stuff, that wasn't me. I did a lot of the underground grabbing of stuff though. Underwater, I mean, not underground. We are good to expand a little bit, so bad time, Bruce. Like I said, we are good to expand a little bit, so we're gonna do that. E. There you go. What do I need for the bowl? More vine goo. Okay, that's gonna take a while. To get vine goo, you have to smelt vines, and since it's gonna take a while before we get a smelter, it's gonna be a while before we can get a bow. That's okay. Decorative package. There we go. The bane of my existence. Can I make... Yes. Okay. So this isn't going to do us a lot of good, but at least we've got one. What else does it need? It needs more rope and plank. I know we've got planks in the one of the chests, but I'd rather just okay. I'd rather just get more if I can than having to take that from the inventory. But I'm probably going to wind up doing that because I'm also not very patient. Okay. Okay. I don't know why I always say okay like I'm shocked that I didn't get it. I'm not. I'm not shocked. I can't believe sometimes I'm that bad at hooking stuff. Yay, we got leaves. Oh, the jellyfish. They're so pretty. They do nothing, so there's no safety concern. If you happen to go in the water with them, they're just there for aesthetics. Same thing with any other of the sea creatures that happen to be around, like dolphins and sea turtles. They're just there to provide some aesthetic to a game that's can be pretty monotonous in the aesthetics. All right. I guess you're right. Wah wah. Hey man, how about not? Oh! I don't know if I've actually ever seen a whale before. I knew they were in here, but I don't know if I've actually seen one. They're so pretty. Oh, baked potato. A feast. And... oh, decorative package! Get out of my inventory. Literally, like, one of the few complaints I have about this game. Y'all are watered. Good, 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 good. Do I not have... let's see. I like to be able to see on my boat. I know that's a big ask. Heat. Neat. Neat. Okay. Do more of those. No. Almost. Just need a little bit more palm fronds, which I usually don't have any trouble with, but okay. Okay. Oop. Why did it take a second before I fell off? That was weird. I think I have not enough. Okay. Let's see. Palm frond. Yo. Wrong button. Back away from the fierce creature. Okay, so you've never played Raft. So the objective right now is just basically surviving. Let me actually double check real quick if we've gotten... so this is like the journal for it. You're a forward scout. The raft is your home. Hook's your friend. Basically, you want to make sure you have a hook on your hand and at least one piece of raft with you at all times. It looks like we haven't gotten anything yet to be able to further progress the story outside of just like surviving, but later on there will be things that we will come across that will further the objectives along. There's a lot of things that like I can't craft right now that would further along that objective. Let me see. Okay, so none of the like main story point things are in here right yet, but the main thing that I'm working towards right now is being able to build a smelter. because that will allow us to smelt copper, metal, uh, seaweed, sand. So then when we... You are... Bitch. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, so like all of those things have different purposes. So sand, you can make glass if you smelt it, and then you can use glass to further improve your food situation, or at least thirst, that part of it. You can also craft other things that aren't going to sound nearly as important right now, but things that will further the plot along. Metal is especially the most important thing to be able to smell, in my opinion. I mean, vine goo is very important as well, and any of the things that are electronic that we're later on going to be creating, those are all going to need to have copper, at least for the most part. They're going to have some form of copper in them. So we really need to get a smelter up and running. It's just hard to harvest the ingredients for it. Oh, it's raining, so it's going to water them for me. Give me that. Okay, we're going to replace the one that Bruce destroyed. The most boring part of Raft is honestly the first, like, if you're playing with other people, this part soars by a lot quicker, but it's still probably the most boring part of the game. It really picks up after you get the first story plot point, and then it just keeps ramping up after that. Oh, hunky. A relaxing romp in the sea. Sure. I mean, I don't get anxiety from playing this game usually, but like when I do, it's always during this beginning part, honestly. Because there's just so much you're having to do all at once. And a lot of this stuff gets more automated as you go. So, goodbye. Those are, I don't think I actually explained what these are. These are collection nets, so you've probably seen what they're doing. They collect stuff for me, so that way I don't have to hook it if it comes within like their hitbox. And we're going to continue adding more and more as we are able to make it more and more easy. The only problem with them is Bruce seems to target whatever the last block is that you put up. So if I leave these as the most recent thing that I've put down, he's probably going to go after them more. And they require more resources to build than the normal planks on the raft, the normal squares. All right. No cat, no cat. That's paint water. No cat. Madam. I have a cat that has absolutely no self-preservation instincts, so she's dead set on drinking this water that has paint in it right now. Yeah, not the paint water. She's like, yes, the paint water. Delicious. Oh, you decorative package. Oh, you. Let's see. Yay. Okay, and what I like to do with these also, and this is just a personal choice. I'm not saying that this is any better or worse than how anyone else who's played Raft before, like if they do something different. Totally not saying it's a poor choice on their part. But what I like to do with this is with the collection nets, I like to just put them on one side and then the other side adjacent to it, because then if I want to build my raft further out, I can just keep expanding like along this side and that side, and not feel constrained if later on if I surrounded the raft with it, then I would feel more constrained. And I'd want to like destroy them, which you can. Let me back up a little bit on that. You absolutely can like remove these because there's even an X to remove it. But later on, when you put down the protective layer that we're going to put down later on so Bruce can't destroy them, I don't believe you can move them after that. I think you have to wait, or I think that they're permanently there, or you have to break them off by breaking the other blocks near there, like these right here. I could be completely wrong on that. I've honestly never really like fiddled around with that a whole lot. It's a personal choice for me because I don't want to get to that point where I've built something that I like and then I'm like, oh, I can't continue doing what I want to do with it because I did a wrong choice at the beginning. So clear as mud. Good. Let's see. I'm hoping that Bruce will be dying soon. Near an island, preferably. Because then I can just start harvesting near the island. Like, if you were to die near this one, that would be pretty nice. This one is definitely big enough, and I saw that there's a traveler, or a trader station. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said traveler. A trader station here. So that means there are going to be enemies on this island. Enemy creatures. I'm going to avoid them if we go to that island for right now, because I don't have the bow, and I'm not very confident in my skills with the spear, especially with anything that's not Bruce. He's a little ways off. Oh, hi. You could tell how hurt Bruce is by how many scars he's got on his head. And he is like, has an in-between number of scars right now, so that means it's probably going to be at least 2 more times of him coming up and trying to chomp the raft before he's dead. Okay, we're going to scav a lot of beets because I forgot to switch that. If you are holding one of these while you're harvesting, sometimes it'll just like double click and it'll plant them automatically for you. That's why I usually try to switch to something else when I'm harvesting. If I wanted potatoes here, I try to switch either to the potatoes or to something that's not beets. Forgot that time though, so we just have a lot of beets right now. There we go. Decorative package. Oh, another decorative package. Sweet. Let's see. I also don't think, I always wind up turning them for like aesthetic purposes, but I also don't think it matters how you have the collection nets facing. I've seen it work on other people's playthroughs. Like I've seen it work this way, facing the other way. Like it doesn't seem to matter. Oh, I need to get another spear crafted. Ah. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. There we go. Yay. There we go. The reason I was so dead set on getting another spear created is because if you don't stop Bruce, like let's say if I only have 1 hit left in the spear and I only hit him the 1 time, and he comes and attacks my raft, if you don't get him off of the raft with the number of hits that you have on the spear, he's going to just destroy whatever plank he's chomping on. So I don't want that if I could prevent it. It's a weird coloration in the water for a second. I think Bruce peed. I won't tell Bruce. Walking around holding a potato like it's something to do. Alright, what? Nothing. Okay. I was like, what can I be doing right now? Not really anything. Outside of continuing food production to prepare for the next dive. Hello. Goodbye. Are you talking about the traders when you said why do they hate commerce? Or the animals on the island? Ah, see? It ran out. Oh, there we go. I need to be checking the chat more often. It's just hard in this game. Oh, the death. And that time I did that on purpose, the double planting of potatoes. That was definitely on purpose. The way I'm saying it, though, sounds suspicious. Oh, that was the spear. That's right. Moving things around. Got a nice little buildup of resources. Let's see if we can... Yeah. Let's make another small storage chest. Okay, no. That's gonna make me mad. I don't know why I thought it was facing the same direction as the rest of them. There we go. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. Stop being hungry. I forgot how sensitive my volume is, so like if you heard just the loudest clack of me aggressively clicking my mouse during that, I'm sorry. Disappear. If this feels like a little bit, I'm going to use a word that's probably not correct, but Sisyphean. Sisyphean, I guess. I don't know how I would even pronounce that necessarily. But if it feels like this is kind of like an endless task, it does eventually get to the point where this is a lot easier and it's a little bit less like an endless task and it's more automatic. It's just a matter of getting to that point. That takes a while. But this is not endless. It's just... It's Raft, baby. Huh. There you go. I want nothing to do with that island, if we can avoid it. It's a little hard to tell because it's at night, and also things keep like clipping in and out of view. But there's a big bird flying around the island right there. He'll drop rocks on you constantly until you die. And I have yet to be able to kill that bird, and I don't even have a bow right now to try. So he's just going to be a pain in my butt the entire time I'm at that island if we stop off. But of course we're going perfectly towards that island. I could absolutely change that. Okay. The only thing I'm debating right now is we're actually at a pretty good place to stop off because Bruce is about to die. I've got lots of resources accumulated. This would be a good time to stop off, go dive underwater. But that bird. I've already accepted that this is probably going to happen. Shoo. I also do want to harvest these before I go onto the island. That way the birds can't eat it. Oh, hey man. Thanks, Bruce. Big preach. This is not exactly the best face for this either. And there's the trader's station over there. That's what the lights are. Okay, we drank. Nope. Gotta drink first. Drank. Okay. Double taters all the way. Bruce will be dead shortly. And then his spawn will come and pester me more. Well, That bird doesn't seem to realize where I am, which is really nice for me. He does not care. Like, if he notices you when you're on your raft, he'll still drop rocks on you. He doesn't give a shit. Ah, Bruce. Alright. Do I... Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and eat these. So they're out of my inventory. I needed food anyways, and we're gonna go in. Hey man, that was a little rude of you. Oh. I cannot fight those things right now. I feel like that's just the theme of my Raft stream. I can't fight that thing right now. There we go. And down we go. Gotta be careful of those. The guy that I saw over yonder. Let me see if I can find him again. He's over there. There's a little fish swimming over there. That's a puffer fish. I need a bow and arrow for him. Some people, I'm sure, can fight him just fine with a spear. That's not me. And later on, we will get things that'll make harvesting stuff underwater go a lot quicker. Also, we'll have like better oxygen, because we'll get like an oxygen mask, flippers, an upgraded hook that makes it quicker to pick stuff up with. But that's all gonna be after we get the smelter up and running. And I'll be only making those things sparingly anyways, even after we get the smelter up and running, because there's other things that take higher priority. Okay. Another thing I didn't mention before, I don't think I've mentioned it at least yet at all, is when you're harvesting stuff, you want to try to get stuff that's close to the raft done as soon as possible, especially on bigger islands like this, because Bruce's radius is only going to be, like I said earlier, like around the raft here. If you harvest the stuff here first while he's dead, there's a good chance then that you'll be fine to harvest stuff on the other side of the island when he comes back, because his radius won't most likely extend that far. It depends on how far out you go for it. Okay, so that's all good. The seaweed that you can harvest glows, which is nice. Otherwise, I'd be like, where is it? Not every single strand of seaweed is harvestable, and that's normal. I'm nervous I'm going to just run straight into a puffer fish, but the good news is if we do, and our health is where it's at right now, it won't immediately kill me. He still hasn't noticed me. That's mighty neighborly of him. Sometimes I just like to look at Bruce's body after I've killed him, and he looks so peaceful. Pretty sure that sounded like a very psychotic statement, but, you know. What can you do? Oh, shit, dude. We got more silver algae. He's right there. Oh, and there's also, at least from my experience, there's always more than one pufferfish. I don't think there's any of these that spawn with just one pufferfish. So we're going to be keeping our eyes peeled a little bit while we continue harvesting things. You also might notice that I'm specifically avoiding stone. It's because I'm almost always wind up with a surplus of stone and less of everything else. So I'm just not as concerned about the stone right now. It's not used for as much stuff as everything else later on. So, and you also get it in the crates and barrels that show up. Probably should have brought some water with me. Oopsie. So that's something to note right there, that like flag looking thing. It's pointing to a cache of stuff, which I have room for that. So we're going to go down, harvest this guy real quick, and then we're going to go get the cache of stuff. Oh, and there's another pufferfish right there. So we're going to be careful down here. Oh, it was up here. Oh no. Drowning is slow. So it's okay if you occasionally are underwater and lose oxygen, as long as you have enough time to get to the surface before that runs out. And I'm kind of giving up on the rest of what was over there because it's too close to the pufferfish anyways, so we're just going to move on. And if anyone's talking in chat, I'm so sorry. I am going to have to ignore it for a little bit. But I will check chat again as soon as possible. So I'm going to do something that's not exactly the most advised. I'm going to keep well, maybe I actually should go back. Yeah, I should go back. Never mind. Just kidding. I was going to keep harvesting stuff even though I'm dying of thirst right now. But I think my thirst, or the oxygen's going down faster while I'm thirsty, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but whatever. So we're going to head back to the raft to get Wawa. And Bruce is probably respawned by now. Sometimes I hear him and sometimes I don't. Sometimes there's that noise that happens like when he's attacking you when he respawns. And either sometimes it doesn't happen, or there may be like a level of closeness you have to be to him to hear it when he respawns. Either way, I haven't heard it yet, but yeah, he's right there, so. Ouchie. Okay. We are going to get more stuff underwater. I just am going to need to trick Bruce into thinking I'm not going underwater, because he'll just follow me if I go underwater right here. Let's see. Steak. I don't think the silver algae is researchable, but let's see. Just in case. Yeah, it's not. Okay. It's used, as far as I can remember, exclusively just in recipes for like eating. So it makes sense that you can't research it in here, because you pick up the recipes sometimes in story places, sometimes in like just barrels and crates in the sea. I got enough sand and clay for 1 wet brick. Let's set that bad boy down. And I saw more out there, so we should be able to get more as well. Ooh, no, just kidding. I could actually make 2 wet bricks. Huzzah. I didn't even get through 1 hook before I had to come back. Sad. We're going to take a little bit of Wawa with us this time. Actually, let me just drink that. There we go. That Wawa we'll take. I don't know if my wet brick is going to dry while it's raining. No. Okay, I should probably stop procrastinating and actually go to the island. Whee! Hello, pufferfish. Don't mind me, just passing through. So there's like a lot of harvestable trees here. This is not a harvestable tree. And I don't think we've actually seen a non-harvestable one yet. So this one... The birds noticed me. This one, yeah, it doesn't give you anything, so... We're going to ignore that. We're also going to ignore just the rest of the trees for right now, because... We're wanting to harvest stuff underwater. And I want that bird to stop noticing me. Here's a trader post. They also have stuff. Stuff here. There's a hinge. Hello. So, the stuff that you can trade for is the trash cubes. We don't have any trash cubes because we don't have a trash compactor yet. So, can't get anything here. But the other stuff that, like some of this stuff needs trade coins as well. That is stuff that you get for after you fish, using the bait that he provides. I'm sorry. I was in the middle of talking. What a rude little bee. That was a warthog. Which I'm ignoring because I can't fight them very well with a spear. You better not see me from over here. Anyways, as I was saying, you trade trash cubes to get bait from the trader, and you use the bait to fish. The fish that you catch with that special bait, you trade for trade coins, and then you can buy more stuff. So it's just another layer of trading stuff, pretty much. I just hate it when you're in the middle of talking and you get gored. I didn't react immediately because I thought that my game was bugging out. I'll teach me to think. Oh, this is honestly, I think, right where I left off. Because there's 2 metal ores right here. There's some further down there. I think this is right where I left off with the harvesting. Down, down we go. Thought I heard Bruce for a second. Way out here in this economy? And this would be the perfect time for a pufferfish to attack me because I can't see. This game can get really dark underwater at night. It's not always a problem because the stuff glows, thank God. But like when you're trying to avoid enemies, it's adds another layer of difficulty. And I know that I've got quite a bit of clay harvested up, but I'm not going to be excluding clay from what I harvest because clay has a lot of multi-purpose uses for things that I at least use a lot of. So I don't want to handicap myself by not getting that. We got through that sentence eventually. Also, I love the physics in this game because, like, I'm underwater right now with a cup of water. Madness. Speaking of water. You could drink it underwater too. I just didn't want to distract myself from the possibility of drowning. Oh, and I know I've got a lot of seaweed too. That also has a lot of use for different things, so I'm going to continue to harvest seaweed anytime I see it. It's something that I usually start hurting for eventually, but it's not as urgent as the scrap is, because scrap is used for a lot of, like, try to think of the word, necessary things, and plastic, or not plastic, I'm sorry, vine goo is used for more, a lot more like, it would be nice to have kind of things. Things that speed up the process of the game. Oh, why? Why so deep? Why so deep? Don't do that to me. I have enough at this point for enough wet bricks, but why have one smelter when you could have two? It's really kind of them to not put anything in the water that can kill you besides the sharks, unless you're at, like, a story island. I was not paying nearly enough attention to that. So EU, if you're still here, what's your thoughts on the game so far? Oh my god, it would be so scary if they had like Sonic 2 drowning music. Oh my god. Um A lot of other people that I've seen play this game like have honestly kind of like complained about how not urgent it is when you start drowning, because it's just like a kind of noise. That's about it. I like that because it's still like, oh, well, I need to get to the surface without me immediately panicking. He didn't notice me somehow. I don't know what their like radius is of noticing. Either weapon that you use, whether it's the spear or the bow and arrow, you have to be pretty close to them to use it. So I'm going to get pretty close when I get that. You think it looks like a lot of fun? Yeah, this one is one of the more solid ones in my opinion. Like, it was a little rough when it was in the earlier stages of development, especially because there wasn't like an ending to it. But once they fleshed all that out, it became really, really solid. Some things I think are a little bit more time consuming than they really needed to be. But just a few things with it, nothing too crazy. Where did the puffer? Oh, it's still right there. Okay. We're getting pretty close to... Actually, I think I can probably cut through here. The only thing I'm kind of nervous about is the boar, but... Yep, he is literally right there. Whoa! The only thing I'm kind of nervous about is that one guy that gored me. Gets gored again. I think we're pretty close to the raft, though. It should just be on the other side of this thing here. This plateau. Listen, I don't make the rules. I don't know why it lets me climb the walls like this, but we're going to be near Bruce soon, so I'm going to use whatever advantage I can to not get eaten by Bruce. This better not be when I die. No. Okay, whatever. We're going to be cutting it pretty close if we get there in time. Okay. You can have that, I guess. It's not a very forgiving game if you die by yourself. Um, but here we are. Really, I guess that. So I don't have enough now to make a furnace. Let me go ahead and craft what I can. Get that out of my inventory so I stop being dumb. Based off of the fact that it killed me, I think I was... Oh, I was actually probably way over there. I wasn't going to make it in time anyways. Oh, well. Rip and such. Okay. Yeah, the Sonic Adventure 2 drowning music was just so aggressive. Oh, I have a hinge though. Sorry, all over the place. I've got a hinge and I haven't researched that yet, so we can learn and we can make a bigger chest. Yay. I always think it takes more than 2/3 of your inventory because I had so much stuff. It ate up the entirety of my spear that was left. I feel like it ate up more than 2/3 of everything, but maybe I'm just a pessimist. I don't know. Either way, we're not going to let that happen again. It'll happen again. Okay. And this is also why I don't like these islands, why I like to avoid them. Because they're big and I don't have the ability to carry stuff around as much as I'd like to. And what I mean by that is like I can only carry one serving of water with me. Later on we'll get stuff that'll let us carry like 5 servings of water, but I can't do that right now. Oh, my paddle's entirely gone too. I'm not harvesting stuff here because I'm don't want to risk dying to the boar on the island. And he had a pretty big radius of where he was on that island. So I'm going to run into him. And I don't want to die again. I'll do the... Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I'll do the smaller islands. Until I get a bow and arrow. And then I'll be brave. Goodbye. Come on. There we go. Yeah, it still needs it. Okay. Mm. That's disappointing. Can almost make a spear. There we go. I wish that sand and clay would be in these barrels. That would be a little weird though. It's already weird enough that there's rocks in them. Oh yay! We got dry brick. Just 2 more. Yeah. Okay, now we can put that away. Sorry if you heard a clacking noise, and then also me coughing. I've got a little bit of a cough still. Like I've played and told anyone that I have a cough recently. I've had a cough for a few weeks now. I've got a young son. I don't know why I did that. Why do I do any of the things I do? Okay, is there anything else we can make right now? Could make more crop plots, but we don't have room. Make a scarecrow. I personally think that scarecrows are kind of useless in this game. Until, like, so the scarecrows, when you put them up, they get slowly whittled down by the seagulls. And the seagulls honestly seem to attack your crops more if they're scarecrows. Like, well, they attack the scarecrow first and, like, whittle it down, which obviously it costs, like, a fair amount of resources. And then afterwards, it doesn't seem like they attack your crops more necessarily afterwards, but it just kind of seems like a waste of resources because of how quickly they whittle it down. There is later on an advanced scarecrow that doesn't die, like it just permanently keeps the seagulls away from your stuff. That's something that we get like way later down the line. Off. Thank you. So I'd like to wait, unless, like, I really feel like I need to, like, if I'm going to be on an island for a while. Unless something like that's happening, I usually just like to not use a scarecrow and just kind of be vigilant of the crops. And also, if I'm going to be on an island for a really long time, instead of putting up a scarecrow, just making sure I harvest what is in the crop plots before I go out. Another big island. Huzzah. How did it... Okay. Okay, let's see if there's anything else we could make. We've got a good amount of purifiers and grills. So we need hinges for storage chests, and to get hinges we have to smelt metal ore into metal ingots. So we can't do that right now. If we find hinges, because those are an item that pops up in those storage caches, if we find hinges we could make some storage chests then, but we don't need to prioritize that really right now with how much stuff we have. Let's see. I'm going to want to make one of these pretty soon, but we're okay right now. We need vine goo anyways. I don't think I have any vine goo right now, or if I do, I don't think I have two. Let's see. Oh, bow and arrow needs vine goo. Flippers need seaweed and vine goo. Paddle. I need a paddle again. And this is pretty much all just decorative stuff. Some stuff is kind of functional, like the calendar. It tells you how long it's been since... I think it's supposed to tell you how long it's been since the last time that you died was, but in my experience from my other game, I don't think it does that. I think it just tells you how long it's been since you started the game. Like how many days your character has been on the raft. I realize how much plastic that I have. Oh wait, no, I do have plastic. It's just in the chest. That's right. Decorative package. And since we don't have a whole lot of stuff right now, but I'm still expanding, I'll explain a little bit as to why I'm doing that. Later on, we'll have things that are going to require more room on the raft. Like, we're going to be able to catch animals and bring them on the raft, and they give us certain goods that are necessary to survive easier. So I'm making room for the inevitable pasture that's literally going to be on the raft. I'm not going to get too crazy with it, though, because I'd rather be able to reinforce things before we get too crazy with it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping up this stream. I don't have a set amount of time or even really a set day that I'm going to be streaming. I was thinking about trying to do it on Fridays, but I don't really have like a set life schedule to be able to for sure stick to one day. So I'm going to do my best to try to do it on Fridays. But if that changes, I'll put out like an announcement on my page. And it's probably always going to be about 2 hours, a little bit longer if I have more time or feel like it. I don't have enough time today to be able to do it any longer, but that's going to be the approximate parameters or whatever of what I'm going to set up for this. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching Raft and watching me flail around trying to make progress and survive. And let me actually just double check chat real quick. Okay. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed watching and look forward to seeing anyone who could make it next time here next Friday, most likely. Again, if that changes, I'll put a thing out on my YouTube. All right. Have a good day. Bye.